Hello and welcome back. I'm Bebo Joe and this is Workers and Resources Soviet Republic. We are maybe reaching a threshold of the Republic that is actually maxing out our current logistics. Shouldn't be surprising to anyone, but that comes with a couple problems. So instead of trying to push for more expansion today, I may have to look at something a little more watery. I stand by it. The game is still beautiful, and I'm expecting you to see a little bit of flickering on the lights here every once in a while. I'm surprised that's not happening right now, but we also don't have any chemicals, so our electronics factories are not doing anything, which is not super. There you go, there's some flickering. That's what I was looking for. So we knew that with the steel mills, our power lines were already pretty much overloaded with what they were doing. And I do know that I cannot build another 20,000 people city or whatever size that would survive anything. So if you have power problems, please go over here, look at the megawatts or voltage, and the megawatts will tell you more. And then you will see that this guy is always running at full throttle, and that is because anytime the steel mills are producing anything that one's producing, we are full. We're also full because we're pushing a lot of power to the this guy. What's that? Rail network. Yes. So there's a lot of stuff going through there, which just pulls a lot of power out of here, and then we have another high voltage line running this way. But practically there's not a lot getting here. This one can handle almost 20, so like 19 megawatts can actually go through this one. And to enable that, I did make a little update. There is a power line being built here. I did choose the slower way to go through the mountain, but there is a high voltage line coming here already, and that one is connected to the view all the way down somewhere here. That will get us, there you go, it's connected to this guy. That will get us another 12 megawatts of power once everything is actually done, and that should be enough to run electronics and everything in that area, so that is not of a huge concern anymore. Population is recovering, is bouncing back. We are back to our 39% educated people. It's fine, it's not ideal, but our money, it's kind of just standing exactly where it was. It's not moving the direction that I needed to move. Last month we made 128 million with vehicle exports, and that is great. And I just turned the train exports back on because that became necessary. But look at this. They're sitting here for quite a bit, and this one's just going to give us 81 million. I've seen better, I've seen worse, but that possibly has something to do with the open haul trucks that we have sitting on here, but it's not even full yet, so it's still waiting for more. We have more ships to export more of that stuff, but we don't have more capacity to actually push more stuff through here, besides maybe this one guy that has a KMZ being produced right now. But the KMZs don't make that much money, so if I want to make some money makers, I need to find some other Western vehicles that I want to produce here, and that probably makes some sense because currently we have a semi-full setup of our covered holds, so it's just send whatever else we have left over there and turn this one into an actual money producer. And for that we're gonna do this. I would like you to still do the trolley bus that we did before. That's probably the wrong button anyways. You have to go here, then you look at trolley buses, and then you select what you wanted. We need one of these to go through. Cool. And that should be relatively easy. And on top of that, I don't mind having some covered holds every once in a while, but I don't really want to export them. So what we need to do is find the other cars that can be exported, and honestly, this one is the easiest to select. The Mars C would also work, but this one is relatively easy because it's a replacement car. And it is it's a stocking stuffer. That makes it really easy to stuff the next truck or the next train load full of what we need. And then because it has been important enough, we're going to add an Icarus 280 to the queue as well. And they will just go through with whatever they feel like they need to go through. Let's move this to the back so we can start making some money. And turn this one back into a two-way street. And this is really just for making money, because we're not making money right now. There's some money sitting here, We have a lot of trains going out right now that will make us a little richer, but we don't have a lot. Why is that important? Oh, that's an excellent question and very easy to answer, and I'm not 100% sure why you've decided not to leave yet. We have 270 million now. It's because some of these G9s have shown up on the vehicle, and I can't get that one. But these locomotives, they make a lot of money, which is great. But we need more of them. Our problem is this: chemicals are constantly out, constantly, and they are hindering production of electronics and other things. We are trying to build chemicals, but there's no sense in let's see here, it's over here. Yes, there's no sense in finishing our chemical plants because we don't have the workers for them. There's nothing here to work, and to even run the chemical plants, there's still so many utilities we have to put in there. Plus, we need a power plant that I would like to plan relatively soon. That's mostly going to be responsible for these guys, and honestly, I would love it if we have a power plant by the water, because then we can get coal in by ships. That's one. And two, just to have them out there could be nice, and all I have to really do is add another siding for a passenger line, which on this side it will be really easy to get another stop for, wow, words are hard, another stop for the metros. That would be cool, right? Yes, probably. These guys are doing what they can. They're working a little slower than what I want to, but we are starting to see some reconstruction that needs to happen, so I would like that one to take priority over actually expanding this really long construction cycle that they have to go all the way down here. But we are getting things done, which is wonderful. They cost steel, they cost other things that we are not producing, but I'm trying to stay away, I'm trying to shy away from trying to turn on more production that we don't have the manpower for, because here's the one thing: we are using all of our people. Okay, so what are you suggesting, B-Ball Joe? What are you gonna do here? Well, I think there are a couple things that we can do. A, we are not currently producing our fair share of coal, of iron ore, and we talked about that already. But to turn this one into something that produces more, we have some iron ore sitting here. Sometimes we just don't get through it fast enough, and that's a different type of problem. But overall, we are technically filling our trains every once in a while, and then there's a little bit of an idle state in between. But once there are two trains sitting here, we have a problem, and honestly, I don't like that. I'm gonna fix that right now, and someone's gonna be very happy about this. How would I fix it? So I set this up with the notion of, yeah, we only have 2 people there, 3 people there, 3 people there. We don't have enough people sitting in here, otherwise I think we would go through all of this faster. But look at all this. We're actually full on iron ore, so we had some workers go through and do what they were supposed to do. That's a little surprising. But we are focusing our workers on this bus stop to go to the heating plant, which obviously I don't actually love this, which is not quite getting... Actually, I thought I did that, but we don't anymore. Yeah, we were getting all the buses here, but there are not that many buses coming through. We don't need that many people, but okay, there are a lot of buses coming through, but we don't have enough workers to actually go there. I think what I would like to add, if we look at these guys, wow, there are not as many people without jobs as I expected, so that is wild. But okay, what I think I want to do is add a couple worker buses from all the sections that we have available to bring some extra workers into iron, because that will be helpful. You're bringing some mechanical components out, that's good. You are coming home for mechanical components, that's also fine. But yeah, let's get a couple buses in here so they can subsidize the... let's just do this. This will be easier. They can subsidize the work that iron needs to do to produce more steel, because steel goes into our vehicles. The more steel we're producing internally, the less we have to import, and the more vehicles will make us money. All of those are excellent things, and looks like one of the ships has just left, and we should expect about 200 million coming in income very, very soon, but just not yet. So I want to see how much this is actually worth. 32 million a pop. Cool. That's good money. That's what we need. This one's another 250 just waiting there. But yeah, we need to produce more. So I think one of the things is the buses that I'm bringing over there should help. Yes, I am ignoring grain again. We are pretty much set up, I think, at this point. Yes, we even have the underground pipe that was thousands of days to get produced, but I don't even know that we have... Well, we have 30 tons of chemicals. We have some chemicals sitting here. Maybe I can turn this on, because we do have the food now. The food is important. That is here. We do have clothing. That's always there. Electronics. This city is not going to consume as much, and it's already there. So it may be actually more beneficial to just turn this on again versus leaving it alone, because we should be able to handle all the stuff that comes in here. As you can see, there are already trucks here that would like to be repaired. Because reasons, but it can't be repaired because there are a couple problems. One, we're not bringing in all the stuff that we need, and one of the stuff that we need is aluminum, actually. I have increased this to 5% of aluminum, but we cannot get that because we're already overflowing. So let's just reduce this in cheap materials so we can get some more in, so aluminum can get flown in down the road. That should be fine. This guy, you don't have a lot of distribution actually set up yet. That makes me think I'm going to turn on the city because everything else is kind of waiting for it. Yes, no, I'm going to turn this on. I'm going to get distracted by myself because that's how it works. Get me some open hulls from this storage, please, and thank you. There you go. You can come down here, and now I will tell these guys what I need them to do. Because we need all of this stuff here. Okay, are you going to bring that in here? Yes. All right. We need some fabric. We need some... We don't need clothes. We need some plastic. We need some electronics. And then that's it, right? Because the other stuff is already there. Let's check this over here. Wow. Plastic, yes. Mechanical, yes. Electronic components. Yep. Electronics, yep, and fabric, and then steel and aluminum. This one is allowed to do both steel and aluminum. This one is allowed to only do steel because I don't want this one to do any helicopters. And you guys technically could get to airplanes and all this stuff, but practically I don't want you to. So that should be okay. Yeah, let's move those things around. Get you started on that. Your source of materials is going to be this for the repair vehicles. I am assuming here, of course, that we're not going to have trouble moving the stuff around that we have there. Otherwise, I need another distribution office to handle all of this. But not yet. Then start delivering, and I'm honestly okay with you delivering into here. Is there going to be a queue in front of this? I don't think so, and the way that you have to drive, this should be fine. So you're going to deliver plastic, mechanical components, electronic components, electronics, and this. Make you 50% full. It will overflow into the adjacent places, which is probably fine. It may be easier to just deliver straight into this, and look at this. I already set this to only go one way. How many connections do we have left? I think the answer is a ton. Yes, we have a ton of connections left. So we can set all of these up as direct destinations, which also means I will take this one out of the queue because you're no longer our friend. But the other ones will all get the same treatment. So I don't want to unload everything. Let's see here. Have I limited this? No, I have not. This is the easiest way to control what we want. So we want fabric. This guy, this guy, this guy. Wow, I'm pressing F1 instead of number 1, so that was super helpful. Glad I saw that right at the end when I was done with everything, but we really just need this. I would love to just copy the stuff that we had, but that's fine. Aluminum and steel, I'm going to leave that as a relatively large number here. It's just steel coming in. You're already limited to the amounts that I want from you. That looks good. And this guy, I know I'm pausing here, but let's fix that. This guy, unload, unload, and unload, and unload. And then you should be relatively happy, and that should all be good. I have no problem with you filling everything up to at least 60%, and let him roll. This guy was already transferred to bring all the stuff down here, and then our trucks are told to take everything from one of these locations. Which one did I pick? Garbage container. That one. Cool. Good. Pick everything up from there and bring it all the way to our replacement facility, which What probably would help is if I turn this crappy dirt road into not so crappy dirt road, but we don't need all these nodes in places that really don't belong there, so that can go away. Probably that can go away after I upgrade this. Okay, okay. Here we have a piece of road that is no longer connected to anything. Then we get you, and then here this can be a separate section. And apparently, what happened here? Oh, this is a gas station. This gas station is still utilized by people. I don't like it. Let's turn it off, and eventually when it's empty, we can do something else with it. That's exciting. Get rid of you, and then we'll just turn all of this, that one, and this one into more gravel road. That looks good, and then we're already connected at the end. That looks pretty nice. Let's see if we can do something here just to make our construction a little simpler. You would go through there. That's fine. You cannot connect there. I don't want you to connect to there. So in this case, we're just going to assign this and then tell it, hey, just get rid of that node. Cool. Construction offices, you should be able to get out there because I have you set to relatively large radiuses. So I hope they got picked up. Who's my construction office for? What I actually want here is really just the dumpers from there. And then a couple excavators or dozers. Now oh, you could try to use the dozers that you have available here. That will be smart. Okay, let's do this. And instead, we're going to get rid of the... I really want this. You have no idea how much I want this. Let's see. We should be able to... Okay, let's do this. If I take the middle pieces out, just connect this one, and now find the actual connection point here, then the dozers will have access to construct those roads if they feel like it. And the gas station will serve as a fueling point for the dozers, and that is really, really good stuff. None of this I care about. You just go to these two. This one and this one. That's your only priority. Get those done. Use the dozers, please. That would be nice. And we're good. Cool. You help with gravel here and help with gravel here, and then we should be able to get a shortcut in here relatively soon. Good things. All the good things. So you are already loading up these things with whatever they want. That is good. I do have trucks here. I do have some covered holds because we do need to repair the farms that are around the area as well. So that has to happen at least at some point, and this should all be okay. Stuff is being delivered. That looks good. I don't like how many covered holds are actually gone. So what I'm going to do is preemptively plan for another small distribution office. Don't do small. You're going to regret it. Okay, what I'm going to do preemptively is plan for another large distribution office, of course, because that was my initial plan anyways. And see, can you get in here from underneath the hill? That would be cool. No, not right there, but you can always cheat this. F4, turn that off, and then just do small steps. These are high quality vehicles that have no problem climbing a mountain. Helicopters, do you want to help with this? That would be great. And then we are starting to make a little bit of money, so I think we're okay on the money side potentially for right now. What we're not okay with is the number of chemicals that we have. I'm very tempted to engage a ship to help us bring in some chemicals. The problem with that is, okay, we have some chemicals sitting there. We cannot handle more material coming through here because these trucks don't park. They are never done. They never go home, and someone's actually blocking our entryway here. What are you doing? You're trying to repair whatever's sitting here, and there's a bus sitting there, and this one is already repairing something, so everything is kind of slowed down. Oh boy. And you are already full, and you're missing mechanical components. Perfect. Yeah, no, these guys are busy, and I have trucks from pretty much anywhere. There's a city supply sitting over here. There is this distribution office over here that always clogs up this road. This is at capacity. Like I would have to rip down a lot of stuff to make this handle more chemicals. So if I want more chemicals in, which I don't know that I do, but there's 25 tons of chemicals sitting here. Now remember, chemicals are highly, highly important for water treatment, not just for the industries that we may be running. Let's see if they have received some chemicals. No, chemicals aren't even out here yet, because we also have a distribution office that cannot handle that. So how about, there's a cargo station right here. Okay, that cargo train station feeds into this thing, which then you can technically give yourself a loop-de-loop to get out of here. Okay, I don't have a distribution office out here. That shouldn't be a problem. Okay, I'm tempted to get some chemicals in here. You don't really have extra room for chemicals there, and you definitely don't have extra room for chemicals here, unless there's a factory connection here that I could abuse. You're not going to get past this the sewage thing over there, so I would recommend against what you were thinking. Why can't I get this one connected? That's distracting. I don't want to be able to connect that, but I am. Okay, so this would be one option. There's the whole bauxite thing that we talked about at some point that we wanted to connect here, and that never happened. At least not yet. Let's find another place where a easy rail connection is possible to our current network that we don't have to build too much infrastructure for. I don't know that I see one right away. Control H to send you home. There's rail here, but this one is relatively overflowing already with the amount of passenger trains we have gone through there, so no dice. There's no more, there's no factory connection I could get in here unless I get rid of one of the open storages, which I'm actually surprised to see that they're not completely packed. I think that means that we're going through a ton of prefab panels right now, which that's not a bad thing. Weren't there some buses that you wanted to send out here because those people are not producing enough stuff? Yes. Then I got distracted. Hold on. Here are my buses. I need 3. Why did the excavators go out here? I didn't want the excavators. I didn't want any of this construction crew sitting in the depot, but now they are, so whatever. Yeah, the first one, this will be a view supply, so you're just gonna go down here, you load whoever you want, and then you bring them out here. That's all I need you to do. And it's just a single bus. I don't want to overload anything or take too many people away from anywhere. So it's just a one-time deal. You go there, also drop off here. That looks good. You don't have an end station along your way, but there's a fuel station right here. That should be good enough. And then let's get one extra bus coming from here. There are also already a lot of buses coming from there, but this should help. The gravel over here? Yeah, we're kind of ignoring that. Could we export it? If we wanted to. Gravel doesn't really make money, but you already have it. So should you use one of these tankers? You're empty. Perfect. Let's see. Because we're already producing this. May as well use the money. I would like you to go to a different station. So I'm just going to do it this way. Go there. Number 5. Why number 5? Go here. Number 2. There you go. You go there. Let's remove this one. Yes. Then at this harbor, I want you to load as much gravel as you can. Then go beyond the borders. Then go to the waypoint. That's fine. Then go to the island repair. And then go... Not there. Yeah, that's good. Cool. Unpause. Yep, run ashore. That's fine. Do your worst. But if you can get us maybe 1 million every once in a while, that wouldn't be a bad thing. I may even get 8 million for that. That would also be cool. Gravel quarry, don't care. That should be up here somewhere. How's this going? A little bit of waste. There's actually a lot of waste sitting here because all of this should really just be ash, and it is just ash, considering how much goes through. And this thing is actually full. Is this full because this guy's not working? Yes. We cannot store or do anything with construction waste. Okay. Is there still a friend doing something here? There's distribution offices, and you don't seem to be doing anything useful. You have the dumper sitting here. Okay. Where are you supposed to bring our construction waste? Let's put some numbers in here so I can actually find that. Construction waste. Where's that? True construction waste. Okay, you're supposed to load here once it's 50%. That is fine. And then you're supposed to deliver that somewhere so we can do something with it. Where do we turn construction waste into nothing? I think I have an answer for that. Okay. We had a lot of waste trucks at some... We just need hoppers. Alright. So... Okay. I can fix this. Empty the whole store. You're not actually full yet. Well, you got 80%. I think most of the distribution offices will consider that full. We have this thing down here. You're not anywhere near train lines, though. Yeah, we have these crushers sitting here that are supposed to turn any construction waste into gravel, but they're not really doing an amazing job at that. Also, if we have people here, are you producing? You are producing, but it goes straight into the tanker. And oh, 2 million. Cool. We got like 2, maybe 3 million per full gravel ship. That's actually a really good thing. We have so many people now here. We may as well just crank this up and produce as much gravel as we can, even if it's not high volume, high profit. Just adding 10 extra people there can make a big difference. What's going on here? No! It is happening. This is all ash that is not being exported because these are probably full, aren't they? No, they're just 50% full, but I think the single guy that is supposed to export out here is a little overloaded with what I want out of you. Okay. This is really just a single guy moving around here. I had no idea these were problems. I had no clue. Distribution office. This guy is who I want to talk to. How are you doing? You are like, I don't have enough trucks. Can you give me more trucks, please? So I can do more things. Yeah. So this one is full. These are trying to get through as much as they can. We also have this, which is also full of ash. Beautiful. Okay. Okay. Looking at how full these are as of today, honestly, maybe that's not a real problem. Maybe it's not something I have to consider myself with. There's just the waste. There's the waste that comes in here. We have people coming in. Everything is producing without issues, which means it just pushes straight into the incinerator, and then we can't export the mixed waste. Okay. Yeah, I have to... This one. This one is the one that I actually want to export more of. Okay, what is this? This is a distribution office, but I don't think you're connected to the things that I want you to be connected to. It does not look like it, and this one is really the guy that I actually want, because it has 2 of the containers sitting here, which should be doing what I need them to do. You're supposed to pick up from here. Okay, that should be fine. How many open spots do you have? You have several open spots. Let's give you some extra slots right... No, you're already exporting to there. How is this one? Oh. I found the problem. It's very annoying. It's a stupid problem to have. I cannot export the thing there anymore because someone accidentally put some bio waste in there. Here's what we're going to do instead. You just assign this one, and then maybe something will spill over at some point. I don't know, could... No, it won't. Okay. If you do that, unload this, make the unloading set to, like, higher percent. There you go, 80%, because why not? And we'll see if that gets us to everything that we need. My computer is beeping, it's driving me mad. I think I know what it is. Okay. So they should be able to do what they're supposed to do. Are you sending all your trucks out? Yes, you are. We're also allowing more of the trucks to actually move, so that may or may not be good. There's 4 big garbage trucks sitting there. Is that appropriate? It doesn't fill up that fast, so maybe it is. So yeah, we'll just hope that that all works out. But construction waste is not being handled anywhere. Okay. Now that I know that, now that I know that, we can go back to here because we have these friends. It looks like our gravel's actually going away now, which is what we wanted. We have these friends sitting here that would like to eat some, well, oh, ooh, ah, okay, okay. This would be the problem. Can you see what was going on? This was the problem because they weren't able to get all of the construction waste that they wanted because for some reason, I may have just turned it off. No, not turned off, but the gravel wasn't being siphoned out. So there was no ship taking this anywhere. I don't know why, how, where I missed this, but I did miss it. So here we are, and things weren't going the way that we needed to. I just want you to do construction waste down here, fill it all the way up. Truck should already be moving, so that is okay. And then ideally, I should turn off any construction waste imports that go out here. Anyone that has this as a destination. This one is a source. I don't really want this one to be a source, but maybe that's just the way it is. 70... No, this one is fine. Magical, I can bring construction waste down here. Where's your construction waste? Okay. Actually, instead of construction waste there, just bring it to the place that actually can process it now. I know it is a little more driving for you, but I think you'll be okay. Magically doesn't have that much waste production coming up anymore, so I would feel that this is appropriate enough. How about you? You are bringing stuff here from construction waste unload. This is from Herbarki. Where are you? Oh, wow. Even further away. Okay, I don't want you to drive even further than what you're already doing. Is there construction waste possible down here? Aluminum, scrap, and steel. No construction waste is how you set it up. Well, that's unfortunate. We could put one right here, but then we still have the problem of where to actually deliver it to by train, so that wouldn't help. So that one can stay. How about this one, the Volocchio? You actually have a much better location, so let's get you switched out. Take that one away, and then reassign this friend to your needs. Okay, that should help. That should technically probably help. That's good. Now talk to you. What do you want? Where are you? Falasari. Where's Falasari? Perfect. Another one with the same problem, so Falasari can go away from there and bring your construction waste out to the storage. Huh. I feel really good about this. This is such a simple and obvious thing, but if you don't do this, you're going to be screwed. If you do it early enough, you should be fine. So I'm pretty happy. To rule, you're no longer bringing stuff down there, but we already told you to bring everything that you have into here. At least I hope I did. Maybe I didn't. Yeah, it's already assigned, so that's fine. And set to 80%. All of that is good. Iron is coming in here. We're actually producing a little over what we were before. Those are good things, but these trains are parked here. I don't like parked trains. Are you parked there because something is blocking you, or what is going on? Nothing is really blocking you. It's just really hard to get through this little section with the train buses. Okay, what's the fix to this? Oh, the fix is simple. Separate them. This is a very simple separation. We just have to go around this. This junction does not benefit from these rail buses because they're so slow. They have such a slow acceleration, and nobody can get through here. So we don't need a flying junction, but I think we do want a fix. Now, be careful. We only need a concrete rail. This is good. Be careful because this junction also doesn't want to get blocked. Okay. So what I probably would propose is get those guys here, take that signal away. I'm going to try to finish this. I just saw this, so this is probably going to be wrong anyways. But we're going to plop in there. Then there's a hill up here. I am semi-considering sending you up a hill. Could you also go this way? There's much less room to get up, but there's an opportunity for you to get a hill up here. Let's see how that would look. If you would kind of go there, and you would kind of go here, and then we're gonna bridge right away. Just normal bridge, nothing fancy. E, forget it. There's no way for you to get a construction crane in there. Okay, good point. If you want to do this, you have to back up more. Okay. So click on those. Right here would probably be sufficient to get a construction crane in there. So let's try that. You would go there and there-ish. Fine, whatever. And then can you go up high enough? 1, 2, 3. Some other infrastructure is in the way. Not surprising. I don't think I can do this unless I make it a tunnel right away. Which tunnel may be appropriate. F4 to turn the snapping off. So I can get just barely high enough. Turn snapping back on, so you're next to this one. And now we could actually go over here, and I could have a little curve that would reconnect us effectively here. It doesn't feel as terrible as I thought. Yes, it's a ramp, but it's a necessary ramp. There's more than enough room to fit our crane in there, so that should be fine. And now all we want out of this is that you reconnect into this piece of track, if you don't mind. And it looks like it's minding just a little bit, but we'll just convince it. Take this one back. Joe, are you really going to do more rail construction that can kill your republic? Yes, it's never done. we need more, because less is never an option. Okay, you can go there, you can go there, and now this is the bypass that we want. And once that is done, we can kill all of this stuff. I don't feel terrible about this, but the view may suffer just a little bit. Okay, if you have all of this, this will slow down this whole junction. Yes, 100%. You need to think of how does the rail construction crane go back to where it was. Okay, to make that happen, you either have to babysit the whole thing. Out here, I'm not that worried about it because I can go in there and go back up, and then they can come all the way around and then go in here and back up again and get out. So they can make that work. You could simply allow construction only from that side, which all you have to do for that is turn these two pieces off. I don't hate that. I don't hate that at all. Suspend construction here, suspend construction here. Put quick signal in between here and here, so that it's its own thing. On this side, just to make my life a little easier, I'm going to get a couple mixed signals in. So once trains are here, they should be able to do all the construction I want them to do. And then obviously we have the rail construction crane super close. That will make this easy. This is still a high-risk operation, but I think it is definitely worth it. And it will definitely work to speed up this intersection with just trains that don't have to slow down, because look at this. It takes forever. And now just imagine the first one comes from, like, one problem is that they're slow, yes. The other problem is that the trains from both sides here, the buses, are the only ones that can be inside this junction at the same time, because they don't cross each other's paths. That's bad, because that means, so this one's leaving now, there's just one. Okay, this one's been waiting here forever. There's just one. Okay, now he's out, so this one can go. There's another one coming now, so that one is going to block this section again in just a second, and it's just going to continue that way, and that's not helping. So if I separate this out, that should help. I'm pretty proud of that. We're down, I thought we're down to 1 million. We're up to 1 billion. That's still not super, but it's better than what it was. So yes, let's keep an eye on this. Let's make sure that this all kind of works out. Luckily, we only need concrete rail. We don't need any electrified rail, but we still don't want this to get stuck. So hopefully it will tell me if there's a construction in the way of something, and we get that moving. But we're so close to this construction. I feel like we will be everything will be relatively easy to handle once we get there. But yes, I don't. Oh, with all that said, I didn't have to worry about this side not being able to connect to this thing. Okay, with that, do you want to take it back a little bit? What do you want to do here? I don't hate where it is. It's fine where it is. We're still going to remove these tracks, or at least close these tracks. Just put a signal in there that doesn't allow you to go there. And we should be okay. So yeah, we're just fine. Let's make sure that you do what I want you to do. Get through the signal. Very important. Very good. That train is a little confused, but you will figure it out. I believe in you. You're doing your thing. Looking at the numbers, people are good. Happiness is good. Everything's kind of doing what it needs to do. And look, you're already done with this piece of rail. That's great. And now you have to go to this side. And yes, I'm sending you home just to make my life easy. Where's the other one? The other one is sitting right here, but you are about to jump the gun. Cool. That almost looked like the reconstruction cranes have extra power or priority, where they can jump into the junctions faster, which may be a good thing, may actually be a bad thing because of how slow they are too. You probably just want to go home. Yep. You're on the home stretch. That's fine. But look at all of this. Like, all of this is blocked because of those guys. Cool. With that in mind, we are getting a lot of extra construction waste down here. That is a good thing. These guys are actually able to chew through that, and we have our ship standing down here that gets rid of our gravel. Not currently. It was doing that. We are almost full now. Keep an eye on that, please. But I think we're doing okay-ish. Wasn't I saying I was going to fix something over here because it was silly? Yes, I was saying that. Where is... Oh, but the trains can't actually refill anything. Okay. So because we're piecemealing the trains through here, I can do something to make them not load at the same time. You know what that is? Send them both on the same track every single time. So now, the train will park here until that train leaves the station. It means we're no longer... Oh, I did that wrong because I gave it to one of the trains, not both of the trains. If I remove this waypoint now, are you back assigned to the same line? Yes, you're back assigned to the same line. Beautiful. Go here, go for that waypoint. Done. So now only one train is going to load at the same time, which means we don't have to wait for 5,000 tons of iron. We just have to wait for 1,400 tons of iron. Like, not 5,000, but you know what I mean. So this may be good. Let's leave this alone for a second because I think it's okay. Are you still going to turn this thing on? I want to. I really, really want to because we need the repair stations to do the thing. Okay, I think you have more than enough people to do that now. You delayed everything long enough. And your money is going in the right direction. You may be correct with all of those words. Nobody's sitting here. That is scary. Like, no vehicles to export. But maybe that is a good thing. Nobody's sitting here. That's not as scary, but it's not ideal. I do want to check out here. Has what I just did helped? Yes, yes, yes. Kind of. It's just chewing through a lot, but yeah, there's some room. And the two trucks that are moving, though, the ash around are helping, and you're not helping. Okay, let's fix that. There's a way to fix this. I need a dump truck. Wow, you're moving a construction waste somewhere really crazy. Where are you taking this? Oh, down here. Okay, and then from here you take construction waste to the other place. All right. That could be worse. I wasn't sure what was going on there, but now, yeah, I kind of get it. That's fine. Okay, I think what I need to do is this. Give me a dump truck. Not a dump truck, a garbage truck. I'm going to give you a special assignment. It's going to take forever to move you where I want you, but I don't want to interrupt any of the waste trucks that we have sitting here because as you can... Oh, there's one actually sitting here. Do we have a road depot available in the area? I think the answer is probably no. This will still be faster. I just sent you back to where you came from. Pretend for just a minute that you are going to get a home at a road depot. I just want to check if there's a road depot out here. Because it could be. What's this? Distribution office, not helpful. That's an end station, also not helpful. That's a trash station, not helpful again. I don't see a road depot, so we're just going to use the same one. Just temporarily, don't worry. Then we're going to look at you. And then I'm going to unclick that and do a new stop. Your new stop is going to be right here. And you're going to load. I'm going to pause because I don't actually want you to drive too far away. and pick up mixed waste from there. Then I'm going to send you up here, unload, definitely mixed waste, wait until unloaded. And now here's the important thing. If you want to do that right now, it would unload it to both of the connected factories, not factories, but storages, and that's not going to work. So you want to make sure that it goes away from that, and then you can send them. Cool. I'm glad you turned around like in 2 seconds. That was super. And let's see if he's doing the thing. All right, our friend is making his way, their way, to wherever. Why? I don't like this. Let's fix this one right now because there's too much going on here. How about a reasonable, that is not reasonable, way to handle this? What do we need? We effectively just need to move you because 1 and 3 is not what we want. We want 2 and 4 thing. Priority is important because once these guys are out of the way, travel should be relatively easy. And then you hopefully are turning up this hill here. Look at all that power, just making it up the hill. Yeah, you said hill twice now. Good job. And this should work. I'm pretty sure that this is going to do the thing that I wanted to do. But you're going to go here. We're going to click on this thing just to make sure that we don't miss our chance. And I said this should work. I didn't say this should not work. Technically, this is all I think I did last time. Practically, obviously, something is still funny here. The mixed waste that you picked up, what is in that? Just ash. Very good. If I set it to bio, nope. If I set it to fertilizer, nope. If I set it to anything else, nope. I can't do this. So I think this is very annoying. You're just like, oh, I can't do it. All right, let's try a couple other things just for fun. If I do this for just a second, and then I do this for another second. It worked, kind of. Totally wrong, but it totally did the thing. I am very happy with that. You have no idea how happy I am about that. That's a much easier way than the other way. It's a much more annoying way than the other way, but it's also much faster than the other way. So all of those things I think just translate to, yeah, that's a new way to fix this. Don't like how that worked, but it did work. So there we go. Let's see. That's the wrong button. This one can always be multi-directional for all of them. They can all share storage. That's not a problem. And it is a little lower. I don't think we have enough waste exports yet. There's not enough dissipation area for the ash that needs to be blown away somewhere. But it's a start, and that's important. You got rid of the stuff that you needed to get rid of, so I can send you back to here. Great. Ta-da! B-Roll Joe did a couple things not wrong today. How do you feel about that? Don't point out the things that I did wrong. Just let me bask in my glory of being happy that I didn't screw that up again. How's this going? Cool. You're not blocking anything. Success. That train is going around and will have the same amount of space to not block anything. Wonderful. So all of this should be relatively safe. And once all the bridges are done, which will be a little while, these two can be released for construction. And that should not take very long. So I'm not terribly worried about that one. And once they're all done, they can just go ahead and do the thing that they actually wanted to do, which would be very exciting. You look like you're empty. Control H home. Thank you. You look like you're empty. No, you're full of steel. Look how much steel we're producing. That's wonderful. You're empty, though. That's a coal one. That's really far away. Actually, that one was this one. Yeah, I cannot wait until we get rid of this. I will never succumb to the temptation of always separating passenger and cargo. Why? It is... My goal, my overall goal is always to have more train traffic, not less train traffic. That does not mean I appreciate congestion, but I do like the opportunity that is presented when you can put passenger and cargo on the same rail. Now, that does not mean I will never use metro. Obviously, we're planning on a rail network. This technically can be described as a light rail that is separate from the regular rail. To an extent. As you can see, it will just not share the rail for the big junction here, and that's all we're gonna do because there's still cargo train driving on here, and that is nice. They have to go through here to get to the place where they want to go. I like all of those things. So no, I don't think we'll ever fully separate cargo and passenger rail. But I do want to get better at separating out the bottlenecks effectively. Let's get rid of the bottlenecks because that can only help us. Curious, no chemicals. Okay, so the thing you set out to do very early on isn't really fixed. Chemicals is the main keyword there. What do you want to do? Do you want to pretend that chemicals can actually be imported here relatively easy? You are an old ship. You're almost 50 years old, 50% wear and tear. Interesting. It looks very, very rusty, but I like it. Do you want to pretend... Yeah, this is food. Do you want to pretend that you can handle the extra chemicals going in here? Mechanical components, I don't think we actually need to purchase anymore. Plastic is good. Chemicals is probably something I would like more of here. And plastic we have to rely on for a little bit longer. But that makes me think the ships... Gosh, the fog. Can't see. The ships that are... This is a tanker. Yeah, bitumen. The ships that are bringing in stuff like mechanical components, you can reduce those to chemicals, and then eventually we're going to turn chemicals off. Okay, not a terrible idea. Let's turn this one off. Let's turn chemicals on. Just to like 20%. That should be fine. You're just doing plastics. We're going to turn you off eventually. But for right now, you can also help with the other production. I'm going to take 1, 2, 3% off there, 30% off here. 1, 2, 3. That's not going to work. Okay, forbid this resource. Carry only this resource. Forbid this resource. 1, 2, 3. And then plastic is going to get the rest. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. That's math. And then this one, you will be allowed to pick up chemicals as well as plastics, so that should help with that when you get there. Which one is it? It's the one that I can't see. Okay. Who else do we have? This one's the one we just talked to. You're just slower, apparently. That's fine. You also bring a lot of mechanical components in. Yeah, I don't think we need those anymore. I'm very serious about that. So let's reduce your thing to 1, 2, 3, maybe? I don't know. That's too many chemicals. I think 77 tons chemicals coming in is more than sufficient for what we need to get done there. So that should be okay. You have 129 tons of mechanical components that you probably can't get rid of. Yeah, I think what we can do is check here. There's no more mechanical components allowed there. There's some room for mechanical components here, so we may as well just allow that to happen. And now we have more chemicals coming in. Cool. As the last step of this episode, are you brave enough to turn on this thing? I don't feel like I'm missing anything. You said that before, so don't even try to go there. We're gonna save. Okay. We don't need that many people, and we're gonna use the same number of people. Oh, by the end of the last episode, when we knew that that town wasn't gonna make it, I moved everyone just to keep the loss of life a little bit, well, not too bad. So, yeah, we did save like 800 or so people at that point, and that was nice. But I feel like we have everything, because now we have at least chemicals. We have chemicals here, good. We have water here, we have water here. Okay, we have underground sewage going all the way to the water. We even have sewage trucks and water assigned to that thing, which we don't actually need anymore, probably, if I set this up right. We have everything else that we need, so let's do this. Let's do the thing that I actually tell you in the first episode when we do something. Get a minimum number of workers. Check if they are getting what they need. Let's just look around. Worker without job, that's not a problem. Worker without kindergarten, that's not a problem, because that's just needing workers. Sports, not a problem. Just need someone to work there. Church, not a problem. They all have water. They are, well, do they have water? They technically, yes, they do have water. The water's going for here. So I'm expecting that this tower, wow, UI, good job. The water's actually increasing here. That is good. Let's look at our sewage tank. Sewage tank is getting sewage in, but it's also getting removed. There you go. It just went down. Cool. So those are all working. Great. Was I looking at the right thing? I hope I was looking at the right thing. Doesn't matter. It does matter. But I think we're okay. So we're just going to continue getting a couple people in here so these cities can all turn on, which should then... Oh, you need a couple buses to actually move your people to the workstation so you can get your cement and all that stuff going. Okay, fair point. Can I just use some cars that do the same thing? Yes. Yes, you can. Because all we need is just a couple workers to go here, and as you can see, that's 2 full cars will cover this entirely. So let's set this up with 4 cars, just a constant 4-car flow, and then we should be able to do all the cement stuff that we wanted to do for such a long time, so we can turn grain on. Wonderful. We have at least 4 cars here. I think it will understand if I tell it I just want 4 cars to come over here. There's 1. I want to make sure that not all of them try to leave like they do when they go to the storages. There's 4. That looks good. And there you go. They're not overflowing. All of these cars are new. Okay, I was almost tempted to send them to the export lot without the truck, but if I do that, I will regret it later. So not do this. Let's do this after fire. Go here. Okay, and then here you can load. Wait until loaded. Very important. This one is unset. And then you can go, because they will all be worth the same money that they are as brand new, even though they're 30 years old, like they're rusting and all that. But someone's going to buy them, and that's all that matters. Do we have the vehicles that we wanted? Yes, we do. Cool. With that, I really only need 1 of you. Then we're going to assign you to our line. The line is just going to be from right there to right here, and go. And then we click this button, control, left control, and click. Will release them right away and assign them to the line at the same time. I'm not terribly worried about line spacing here. It's just a small number of vehicles that if they get stuck somewhere, then so be it. If they don't get stuck somewhere, that's also okay. And yeah, no, I'm not worried about any of those things. How's all this going? I think it's going okay. You have meat there. Yes, you have food here. Yes, we are slightly overflowing. Okay. I am hoping that it's just a problem of the beginning, but if we have this happening a lot, which is possible, I have to find some helpers. Okay, let's find some helpers. Let's get them from the place that you actually have dedicated for filling up new towns, which is this friend. Do you want this one because it's fuller? It's not fuller, just 300 people. Okay, should be fine. And we will find out if we have enough people to actually man the meat factories that we have standing just on the mountain behind us that also still have to be built. All of that is still a thing, but we'll just have to see. I don't think we're very full. 200. Yeah, there's a lot more room in this town, so we may be 10% full. No, half full? I think we're about half full. Yeah, half of the buildings are full, so we're about 50% full. So that should be okay. But yeah, we need to make sure, because we don't have forklifts or anything driving our goods to the factory. You just also move them so they're a little more unhappy, so a little more unproductive. But if you have shoppers in front of the line, you cannot pull from the warehouse. That is the rule. Okay. With that in mind, here's what BWell Joe should do, because that will help that a little bit when those situations happen. Otherwise, you cannot make up for it. Deliver straight into the shop. That should give you an opportunity. 60% is fine. That gives you an opportunity to make sure that there's stuff there, even when it's overflowing. And that's what we need. Unemployment too high. What are you on about? We have 3% unemployment. Unemployment too high. Come on. Perfectly run republic. No problems. No problems at all. How's this going? That's good. How's this going? A little bit of electronic components. We still are out of chemicals. It's just going to be a little bit until the ships catch up on that part, which I don't blame anyone but myself for, like I should. Rail construction, you can go ahead and do more of these things. Why is my mixed waste container so full? That is a little worrisome. Don't know how much I should worry about that, but it certainly isn't perfect. But it's okay. These can all get done. I still have to electrify the the metro line. Again, I do need a power station somewhere nearby. Without that, I can't really do all that much. So there's more stuff to do. There's a ton more stuff to do in this area. All the utilities are not done yet. So don't worry, we'll get to a lot of things. How about this? You already done that. Can't get there. Okay. All right. Well, you've done about as much as you can at the moment. How are you guys doing? You are down to just a couple items. Isn't that wonderful? With that, I can start to actually produce a couple things here that already have to be reconstructed. Isn't that fun? Can't believe that. There you go. That's about as long as I'm going to let you get this. And yeah, just complete some constructions for me, would you? So we can move on later. Let's check on the people. Don't be unhappy. 47%, that's fine. This is what I'm looking for. If there are no error messages, we are actually doing okay. And all of them are getting what they need. We have stuff in the store. That's the thing that I just changed. There's a little less workers than I expected to have here, but I think that could be a sign of you have too many workers working in other places. We don't need 18 people in the secret police. 10 is probably fine. University, yes, you can stay full. This one, yes, you can stay full because this takes forever. There was also lower production already. Like, we just built this thing and it's already being reconstructed because reasons. Like, just built is oversimplifying it, but there you go. No drinking water. That can be delivered with a sewage truck that we do have here now, sewage and water truck. And because I see that both of these are out of water, I should probably put a quick substation in here because we can now. And then I should put a quick sewage tank in here so our truck can do double duty and doesn't have to go too crazy on when they want to deliver something. Have you set up your... Yes, you are getting your stuff from the platform. That's good. Do we have people actually waiting here? No. Okay. So we're overfilling most of this. We don't need 18 people in the kindergarten yet. I know that we don't need this one to be full, but this is just a couple really small numbers. Police station. This one I will not touch. They can stay as busy as they want to be. The fire station shouldn't have any workers, so that's all good. I guess it's just what it is. If I want the university to be a little lower, that's fine. But yeah, overall, I don't think I have real unemployment here. They all seem very happy and they have work. We just may have to wait a little bit until we get more people. Speaking of more people. Sorry for jumping around here in the last 10 minutes. We need a couple more people, please. Click the button. Come on, frame rate. That looks fine. And now let's just check on the last bridge. Yes. Someone is stuck somewhere. You're stuck here. Okay, send you home. Not dealing with that. No. However you got stuck there, I don't know. But you did get stuck. You go. Get out of here. There's no reason for you to park there. You go, because there's nobody else there. Cool. I just make these guys comply really quick, and then we will do the final steps here, which are not that much more. Thank you so much for watching. I will see you again next time. Hopefully... Not hopefully. I mean, hopefully I don't lose 10,000 people again like last time. But the main thing is... I think we're okay on money now. We are getting chemicals in for the time being. There are some ships that are doing those things. I would like to concentrate on the utilities of the chemical section. Once the utilities there are done, which includes power, while that's building, we can probably start planning the actual city part, and there's a lot to plan there. And then we'll just see how the rest develops. We also need food, we also need clothing, we also need booze. Like, there's a lot of stuff that needs to happen there, plus we probably want to start on building this junction out to allow the shortcut through whatever's going on over on that side in the chemicals. So yeah, there's still tons and tons to do that we'll just have to tackle when we get there. Thank you so much for watching. I will hopefully see you again next time. These buses, why don't you just do yourself a favor and get a better vehicle? You also look old. Come here. 30 years, and no, you're already assigned to be redone. All right, maybe that's okay. Yeah, no, okay, bye.